Hello everybody, welcome back. This is episode 2 of my F126 career mode playthrough. We are here in Japan, in qualifying. This is our second flying lap, already about 2/10 up. We have done a lap flyer, not quite getting the entrance into the Sector 1 S's that I would like. Just clawing that time back, and then for this left-hander, it is just about flat out if you can get the rotation. You're one of the most fun corners, which is just a downshift and a flick. You can get it right. It's great. Careful on throttle through this right-hander. Before we really get into it, please consider subscribing. I want to get to 100 by the end of the year. I am at about 75. If you don't want to subscribe and just hang out, that's cool too. No hard feelings. Now this is probably one of my least favorite aspects of this track, is that when you're heading towards Spoon, you just run out of power because there's no straight line mode there. Or there's no straight line mode heading towards Spoon as we get all over the exit curve heading out of second Spoon. Or Spoon 2, I guess. Is it just one Spoon? I think it's 2 corners. But yeah, the engine just runs out of power. There's nothing you can do. You just lose RPM as the battery goes away. Clattering over the curbs. We're going to shorten the racing line all the way to the timing line, and it is a 130.5. Another fantastic lap. We are on another flyer heading into Sector 2s. We have somebody off track, and it just puts me off my flow as we lose all of our time gain, and then just way too ambitious. Going into the hairpin, getting a bunch of wheel spin, getting even more wheel spin, going into the wall. Now, this is the first race I've done with traction control turned off, which is what I wanted to do. I didn't mean to have it turned off, or I wanted it turned off. And lights are out and we are going. As you can tell, I'm not quite used to the no traction control thing. Like I said, I thought I had traction control turned off, which is what I want in these last 2 races, but I had it on medium, and I just thought, oh man, I'm great at setups. These rear ends are really great. This rear end was just damn near planted on the ground. As we almost get sent up the inside. If we do get sent up the inside by Albon, is that our teammate? That is our teammate. Yeah, can't let that shit slide. Heading towards super fun corner. Is this Stegner? I don't know. I don't know many of the. Wow, great driving. That is some fantastic S tier driving right there. And then heading into the hairpin, we're just gonna send it hot mirror style, or I guess Rasmussen style. He's the one who used to drive for a kick, right? Anyway, into lap 1, heading towards the chicane at the end of the lap, sending a big old dive up the inside, leaving the space. Didn't quite get Bortoletto, and I'm also not going to get Ocon. Now this was actually pretty fun. Myself and Valtteri Bottas were going to be side by side for the majority of these S's. A little bit of argy-bargy coming out of turn 2. Nothing big, no harm, no foul. As I shoot way over the expected line. A little bit more argy-bargy, just trying to, solidify myself there. And then I do end up carrying a little bit too much speed and just kind of shove amongst the grass. But it's an AI, so who cares? Flying past Bortoletto, thank you very much. On lap 4. Yeah, 130R isn't nearly as fun as it used to be. Mark, shut up. All over the curb. All over the curb. Not quite as much curb as I wanted to take, but we will take it. On the back of Colapinto now with a purple middle sector. Interesting. We are heading towards turn 1. Not going to make that 3 wide. Just drifting a little bit too much. Killing my front wing. Getting wheel spin on the exit. And we're going to DNF in Japan. I only get 1 attempt per race, so there's no restarts. We are out of the session. That is our first DNF of the year. I think George Russell went on to win this race. I can pull up the statistics. We are off to Bahrain. In qualifying, barreling down this long straight, it is kind of incredible. I did really struggle with getting traction just turn one in general, this whole complex. It was actually really tricky getting the rear of, for the setup for Bahrain. For some reason, I just had a lot of trouble getting the setup where I wanted it, which is something I'm really trying to push in this specific playthrough. I guess, yeah, playthrough is the right word. Because previously I just used, you know, online setups. But those are very, like, F1 esports, and they're very, like, oversteery, so you can just get the rotation. Speaking of oversteer, Jesus Christ.
Okay, you've dropped to P10. Let's go
Mark,
again.
I'm
We can
gonna
do better.
kick you in the teeth. But, so this year I'm really trying to do the setups myself and really try and get a feel for it, because that is something I need to really learn how to do. Just dial in a setup. I think I'm just using way too much battery on this run. I'm watching it go down. Man, it's at like 6%, 5%. Yeah, that is not enough battery. Jeez, please. We come across the line for a 129, looks like a 129.3. So we qualify P6 for the Bahrain Grand Prix, which didn't happen. I'm not gonna get into that. Off the line, whole bunch of wheel spin. Even more wheel spin. Jesus Christ, wheel spinning in 4th gear. Huge send up the inside. Thank you very much. Excuse me, Norris, you're in my way. Yeah, just trying to get the traction out of there. If I had the battery on none, I was just losing time through the first section. If I had the battery on medium, as we go around the outside, can we make it stick? We can. We are up into P2 in a Williams, trailing Lewis Hamilton. In the Bahrain Grand Prix. Wow. But, yeah, through the turn one, if I, just heard somebody whistling. That was weird. I'm home alone right now. Uh-oh. As Charles Leclerc flies past us like we're standing still, I believe I was going for a medium hard medium stint, or a medium hard. Can't exactly remember which, but one of the two. I think tire wear in the race was a little bit better than I was expecting, so I was able to extend one of the medium stints by about a lap or two. I feel like I was saying something. Oh yes, turn one.
Okay, so
Mark?
overtake mode active. We'll get some extra power.
I know how to
from the
use
hybrid
overtake
system
mode,
now.
Mark. I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. Antonelli flies past us. George Russell is also
Okay,
gonna get
mate,
past
boost
us here.
mode if you need it. Boost mode if
Mark,
you need it.
shut up. You're gonna see just how much time I lose under traction here, and this is like, oh my god, there's a lot. We are going to boost all the way through, down towards turn 1, 2, 3, to get a double overtake. And Russell turns in on us. No surprise there. Huge snap of oversteer.
Yeah, the car in front, let's get past them.
Let's see if I can get this out this time. If I used a medium ERS mode in turn 1, I would just wheel spin all the way through, and I just couldn't find the confidence in the traction. But if I use none, I would lose time all the way through, but it's okay, because I'll just boost my way out of it. As we get past both, I was going to say both Williams, both Mercedes, one go, as we are trailing just the Ferraris now. At the end of lap 9, we are going to take our first pit stop, come in just behind Hamilton. I believe Leclerc stopped on the last lap or lap before.
And make the most of this stint. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
VSC.
Virtual safety car is
Oh, there's a
deployed.
Haas. Something's wrong with the Haas or a Cadillac.
Maintain
Good thing they're
positive
both the same
delta
color
until
on
the
the
green
mini
flags.
map. Yeah, I left way too much
Green
gap
flag.
for the VSC restart. My god, I think that was like 2.6 seconds. I also really struggled with the turn-in for turn 1. I would either turn in way too late or way too early. I couldn't really find that golden sweet spot. But really a skill issue more than anything, as we're going to fly past Lando Norris like he's standing still, soon to move up the inside of Lewis Hamilton as Pierre Gasly is in P2 in an Alpine. Not taking a pit stop there, just breaking the toe. Hamilton is firmly up my ass. I'm going to squeeze him all the way to the inside, draining the battery up to 208 miles an hour.
Lucky, mate. It was a good try, but we didn't quite meet our targets. Not to worry. Get your head down and chin
That's
up.
not Hamilton, that's Leclerc.
Right the way into the checkered flag.
Whoops. It's not racist, is it? No. No, it's not racist. Anyway, bye Leclerc. Pretty good move there. Thank you kindly. As we are leading... Oh, we are no longer leading. Okay. Down into first gear. Brave man. Yeah, that's why you don't use first gear. Boosting out of turn 2, as I always do. So I'm a predictable man. I am kind of watching this for the first time. It's been a few days since I've actually done these races. We are going to try and fly past Hamilton here. Hamilton here. Everybody watch Cars 3. As both Ferraris are going to end up going right back past me. As now there is Piastri and Antonelli in the fight for the lead. Antonelli definitely has another stop to do. Bro's on softs on lap 16. But see if we can get a double overtake going as Leclerc has a huge slide on corner exit. So we're going to just shuffle. Can we get Hamilton? No, we cannot. Thought we were going to be able to get him, but not this lap. Wink, wink. So we're going to shove Leclerc wide. Get out of my way. Lap 16. Can we finally do it? Can we finally pass Lewis Hamilton? We do for a second. It is 3 wide. I didn't know that, so that's why the argy-bargy is going on. Once again, shifting to first gear. I mean, what a very questionable decision. Flying past Leclerc. Brake just before the 100-meter board. Thank you very much. Yeah, these S's were pretty fun. As we get our 3rd warning.
I'm afraid
3-second
you
penalty.
penalty for that last incident, mate.
Is there a way to like turn off the engineer? Because this dude is annoying as hell. As we come in for our 2nd pit stop and fly past Leclerc on pit entry. I should probably turn that off. I really should turn that off.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.8 seconds.
That's not even true at all. I'm looking at it. It's 3.4. Where did you get 2.8 from? Good job, Mark. So it was a medium soft. That was our strategy. So we fly past Leclerc. Our teammate was temporarily in P2, but he took another pit stop. So there's a very... I'm kind of stuck. Follow my train of thought here, alright? In qualifying, these guys are rapid, just by nature. But then in the race, they lose so much race pace, or like they lose so much pace in general, that it's kind of insane. Like, so apparently, like in the way that the developers chose to like give them qualifying pace instead of just like making them lighter, you know, like it actually happens, they just give them more boost. They just give them like an infinite battery, and so then they don't do that for the races. We randomly get the fastest lap on hards with like 3 or 4 lap old hards, as the gap goes up to 2.8 seconds, 2.9 seconds. See what it goes to. 3 seconds, 3.1. We might get away with this. Got about 5 laps to go now. But I don't know, so I have the difficulty set to 100, but like it feels like enough in qualifying, and then the race comes around and it's like, oh, I just moved up 8 positions in the first 5 laps.
Great
Moving on
stuff.
to
It
the
looked like
final
you
lap,
made
the
easy
gap is now
work of that
4
target. Let's
seconds,
try
a
and
little
keep that
over
going
4
right through to the
seconds.
end of the race.
All we have to do
Okay,
is
mate,
maintain this
final
gap.
lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it
I
home.
really want to just, ugh, Mark is getting on my nerves. 4.5 seconds is the gap now. Never mind, 4.25 seconds is the gap now. Is it? 4 seconds is the gap. Oh my god, am I gonna keep it? Not with that driving, I'm not. But this was actually pretty fun. Pretty fun race. Was not expecting this to go this well. Even if I don't, you know, like I have myself a little spin here, or I get another track limits penalty. So that'll be 6 seconds, so that'll put me to like 4th or 5th, depending on whether I can eke out a 1/4 of a second on Hamilton here, which probably can, if I really tried. I don't know, it's very interesting. As you can tell by my soothing commentary, I have about a 1.25 second margin to Leclerc with this 3-second penalty. I did not expect this race to go like this. I'm not going to lie. As we almost catch a back marker here, actually. It's just something I almost never do. This never happens in these races. 4 seconds is the gap. Celebrate all the way to the line.
This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
Hope you guys all enjoyed. See y'all in the next
Oh,
one.
you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
It looks like it's time once again to hand out the silverware as the successful drivers make their way to the podium. It was a gritty performance today by Williams, and they've got the race win to prove it.